Do you have any tradition that guide like a woman, a married woman having an affair outside?
Yes, exactly. In short, entire Isoko land, we have a tradition that guide any married woman. Our married women here, they don't step outside. Once they step outside, our dentist, we hold them, and the form of one thing or the other must happen, either by killing the children or the woman herself. Now, we make a confession, and we have right to perform. Then, if the man can bring her back, fine. But if you say he has committed a crime that you can no longer entertain her in your house, the marriage is quit.
What of the men? Do you have any tradition that, like a married woman sleeping with another married woman in your community?
No, in Soko community, we marry more than one wife. In short, man is not made for one wife.
In Isoko tradition?
Yes, in every other tradition. In every other tradition. I will not accept that for only Isoko men, but he affect every other man. Man don't has a choice of one wife. You do it within your capacity. Maybe you are a Christian. If you say, no, I love my Bible, I'm a man of God, you do what Bible said. But we traditional men, we marry more than one wife. I'm a traditional man. I'm a full traditional man that observe the culture.
Of course.
So I married one wife.
Yes.
Thank you.
The deity that you people from Okpe here worship in remembrance of your father, who is the progenitor of Okpe. Who are the people that worship, are in charge of the deity?
Like the Oro deity, we have the chief prince. Then we have other people that normally observe every 2 days, like the Uje. They go to the shrine. The shrine is located at the runabout there. If you enter the town, you will see big trees. And one thing about that place, if you go to anywhere, any community that migrated from Okpe Isoko, you will see exactly that tree. That is to tell you that Okpe Isoko Kingdom, the aka Okabara. Our initial name is Okabara. That is center of blood.
Center of blood.
The Okabara. We fight and defeat. But today, nobody fight again. In short, we need peace all over the country. So every day we pray for peace. Every day we pray for peace. Nobody fight again. Those are early time. So,
Do you have any law that guides people in this country? Like, I noticed that there's nothing like stealing.
Like in Obeya, we have our tradition. We have the Letus. Those are the warriors that they normally guide the community at night and day. Then we have today, the government has formed a vigilante group. We have the vigilante group that guide and secure our properties. So there is no high criminality in our community here.
What is it that somebody will do in this Okpe that people will say that the person have done something that is not supposed to do, like a taboo?
We have if woman committed or anybody committed suicide, we don't allow it. It's a taboo. Or pregnant woman died mistakenly, it's a taboo. It's against our culture. and we have a form of a cemetery we take them to.
We have a special place for them, like forest.
Yes, a forest. That evil forest.
Now, coming to this evil forest and someone dying a woman dying with pregnancy, what if someone from another place, like maybe Abuja or Lagos or Enugu, for instance, now maybe I'm from here and I met someone from there and we started dating, something like that, and maybe in the process of dating I got pregnant, and the man I'm living with, I've not seen my parents to do the rightful, like to pay my bride price and do the needful, and for maybe mistakenly or not that it's and the person died with pregnancy. It's taboo here. How do you treat cases like that?
In that case, we have to go and perform all the traditional rite that may be given to the family of the woman. After performing the traditional rite, we have to carry out our own culture. But for today, the medical aspect of it is really taking care of that incident. You cannot easily see something like that. It's no more common. So it's no more, we can take it, it's no more our tradition again, because nobody is praying for that, for such thing to happen.
How do you not do marriage? Like, we come to your culture, marriage, how is it done here?
Our marriage culture here is a very unique one. When you come to our marriage, you love it. Like, we start with seeing knocking of door of mother and father, which means you don't pass back.
Yes.
You have to come before you seek hand in marriage. You come to the father, you say, Ose, I want to marry your daughter. Then he will not give you his own right to follow. Then you meet the mother, the same thing. After that, they will now call the both party, the two family together for what we call Ikwenu. Ikwenu. They will put a drink, put assorted drink, then with a money, 10,000 naira, to join the two family together for acceptance that yes, we are ready to give our child in hand in marriage before the main birth price will be paid by the community. So everything we do here about marriage is very unique. We have a marriage culture here.
Talking about the marriage, what if maybe something happened and maybe both couples are not okay again? They feel like they cannot live again. The best thing is to go separate ways. How do you now return? How do the family return the bride price?
Like, if you marry our daughter and it's like the marriage is not settled and they need divorce, you go straight to the majesty because he's in charge of marriage. You go to him, he will invite the both parties and maybe interrogate or put an interview before them to know why the marriage cannot hold. If he is satisfied with the other chief in council, they can dissolve the marriage.
But if they dissolve the marriage, is the person coming to take by everything he spent or just the 10,000 naira?
We have a fixed amount. Like over here, you will pay 100,000 naira. That is to tell you that we don't want any marriage to be dissolved.
Who is paying the 100,000?
The woman will pay back to the husband.
The woman will pay back 100,000 to the husband.
Yes.
But But when the husband came, he paid 10,000. Now,
When the man is dissolving the marriage, it no longer has anything to go with, because you are the one that go for the marriage. And if you say you are no more interested, you certify, they only give you a penny, like maybe 5 or 10,000 naira. But if the woman is saying the marriage should be dissolved, which means all your father, your mother, your parents, everybody took, you return them. And if we say that you return them, they will return in millions. You know the process of marriage today. You women want to do it big. The man can kick out like me. When I got married to my second wife, but because I lost my first wife. Yeah. So when I want to marry my second wife as a traditional man, I kill a cow. And you know what it takes? How much is a cow today? 1 point something million. What about the ceremony aspect of it? So we look it and say, no, let's do it like this. So that is the culture here about dissolve of marriage.
what if maybe now husband and wife had issue and the wife died? The wife is from Okpe here and the husband is from another place. And the wife died. The results now the Okpe people are getting is that the husband killed the wife.
No.
In this case now, how will people handle it?
Like the husband killed the wife. If I say that kind of man is a good man, I'm lying. He's a wicked man. And he has to pay for it. If at all, he is really found guilty. We are not talking about sentiment. If we find him guilty that maybe in process of dragging one thing, you now carry a cutlass or a weapon to kill your wife, which means you don't have conscience. Because woman you marry is your blood, is part of your living, is your flesh, which we can never do. And any man that does that, that man is, I don't know.
People have this tradition that when a man killed the wife, and maybe the community like Okpe now find out that yes, this is true, that you did this after going to find out from the deities or the chief priest to them that you killed your wife true. People have this tradition that they say they will bathe the woman's body and give to the man to drink.
No, we don't have anything culture like that. Is when maybe when they find it difficult, that is mere say, now the man killed the woman, and nobody saw it. It maybe if the family of the woman so take it very high, they can say, let them go and check out. Maybe in that process, there will be something like moving from place to place. But normally, we don't have that culture. That after somebody died, they would not go and bathe. No. It's not our culture.
What if now, like, there are some things that somebody will do, that you have done the worst thing that you're not supposed to do, that this is taboo. Like maybe somebody poisoned.
You must have a punishment for that. Anybody that does that, you have a punishment for that, which we can measure. Maybe when the elders or the community sit on a round table, they can pass a justice on you, which you will be heavily, you pay for it.
Here, do you people have any cultural dance that you dance particularly for, like this deity, this is how they dance it to know that yes, we are
like
going
what
for
I
it?
was saying, if I was having my 100, I will send you all the documentaries, how they dance, how they jubilate. Like the first day when we want to bring the juju, we move from here to another village. You stay very far from here.
Leg.
Where the dentist is being settled. We move very fast. So we dance, men dance, women dance, the youth dance on a very peaceful way. On a very peaceful way, demonstration. You will love it.
You people have warlords here. Men that you could say.
Yes. That is what I'm telling you now. We have the Letus, the warriors. When they come out, you will know, yes, these are men.
There's no way I will come to Okpe Isoko without knowing about their food.
Okay? It's true. Our native food, which we like and they use it as a nickname, is plantain. Plantain. And we do it, when we prepare it, you will love it. There is a native food we call Izweku. Izweku. Yes, they will prepare it with this plantain. They will cook it with enough fish, then add oil on it. And when you take it, you feel fine.
So the major food that they know Okpe people is plantain.
Plantain. We are very, very strong. It's a strong community.
That's why the nickname is.
And one thing too, we produce, Okpe has a name. The first Isoko man that carry out musical aspect of it is from Okpe,
The first musician.
which called Chief Eni-Okpe. And then this Eni-Okpe have to train so many people in Isoko. One of his song, he say, Okpe ewo no gaga, wata begale, wagale mame warito be. He's telling you that anything you want to share the largest one and the strongest one to this community.
Anything you want to share, share the largest one and the strongest one to the community.
So that goes
Warero gaga, waregalito be. My ibu, rekoma wo gagaro. Watabegale, warero gaga, waregalito be.
Okpe. I'm loving it.
Yes, Chief Eni-Okpe. Then another mighty musician is Chief Popular Okupa. Then her lovely wife too, she was a musician. Then we have another good musician, Ekwele, Chief Councillor Igboku late. All these men, yes, all these men are late. But we still have others. They are performing in the field of art. Me, myself, I am an artist. I do creative art. That is what I read in the school. Creative art. So I'm into the field of art. Yes.
You were saying something.
Yeah, please, I want to. The fact is, you guys have done very well. But there is this very important aspect of Isoko that is even happening right now. I know he has the experience and he has the history. So maybe he might be able to or help us to break it down. Yeah. Okay, fine. You know, he said Okpe Isoko migrated from Ife. You understand? But do you know it is not all the Isoko community that migrated from Ife, according to what I heard. Some migrated from Benin. You understand? So while he was talking about that, he didn't add that particular aspect. Because now he tried to make us understand that Okpe firstly came from Ife before every other clan started coming. You understand? And so he's supposed to have added that part of Benin, because a lot of persons believe that Isoko in general is from Benin. Okay. That is one. Then number two, This Obollo-Afor Festival they just concluded now, according to the history, they said before they would serve that deity, they always come here to pick up their chalk. But this is for the first time in the history of Isoko, this is the first time that Ole failed to come down here to pick up their chalk. When I asked, they said the Ole people have realized that their deity is from Benin, and also Okpe deity is from Benin. So the confusion is on ground right now. So I don't know how you can throw light on that issue of Ole and Okpe Isoko, because that is what Ole people are saying now. That is the latest that is on ground now. That the Juju, the Olio is from Benin, and that Orotu is from Benin. So maybe they are brothers. All of you guys went there to pick up your owner and brought it down.
Okay.
So this is
like what we are saying today. You know, every community, they say a child will grow than the father. And we can say they have grown. That is why they are taking that decision. If not, they normally come here and pick their chalk because they know they migrated from here. But if they are doing that, fine, they are on their own. Because we can't force them. But the nature knows everything that happened.
Excuse me, sir. Like, is there any community that migrated from here to where they are today that whenever they want to do a festival, they must come to this Okpe here,
Yes,
to renew their power,
yes,
on remembrance of their father before the festival take place there?
that is what I was saying. I mentioned Ozoro, Osikenike, Ofagbe, Uli. They normally do that
Every year.
every year. Anytime they want to do the feast.
Did they do this year on? Did they come here this year?
That is what I would not really tell. Because when they come, they will meet the chief prince. And it's the chief prince that do that. So if they don't come, they know best reason for that. But normally, they come and take chalk from here.
From my research work for these past few days that I've been in Isoko, I was able to find out that some people from Isoko here, some parts, say they migrated from Benin to settle here in Isoko. And from the history I'm getting from Okpe here, you made mention Okpe migrated from Ife,
Yes.
to here. Is it that we'll have people that migrated from Ife and people that migrated from Benin?
Yes, it must be. Like when we trace history, like Obe is tracing his own personal history. I can't tell about others. Okpe Isoko has his own history to tell. For Obe, we migrated from Ife. The others, they know where they migrated from, which I can't tell.